Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today, before I get into the game, I haven't got the game up recording yet. I gotta ask you a question. Am I crazy? Like, seriously, am I crazy? I don't feel like I'm crazy, but I'm jittery right now. Do you think I'm crazy? Do you think we're crazy? Do you think you are crazy? Because I know I'm not crazy. I may be nervous with the jitters, but I know I'm not crazy. It's not like I got multiple voices in my head telling me what to do at any given time. It's not like I have voices in my head telling me what to do, telling me to make this video that I released. Like, no one has been able to, that, like, but he did. He did release one. He revealed himself to the world, but no one's been able to figure it out. I feel like I should tell you what our names are, but you've already seen them. You've already seen them appear on the screen because of the video that he made back then. You guys just can't see the truth, obscured by a game. But you have to know the answer has been given to you. We're not crazy. In fact, only one of us is crazy, and you'll see them every video. Do not trust him and his mind. Do not trust TM Scientist. Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today I am playing yet again Alan Wake for October, and I don't know why I'm reintroducing because of the opening bit that I recorded just a moment ago, but here I am, apparently very jittery from that opening. One thing I will say is, don't trust the opening. Do not trust the opening, for that contains lies. Anyway, let's hop into the game. We've escaped from the madhouse and we're heading to the mad farm. And I'm the mad scientist, so let's up into this bad game. Here we go. But yeah. I'm not crazy at all. The only bit that's crazy is this idea that Alan Wake is crazy. Well, jeez, settle down. God damn it. need to get over there. Walter at the Anderson farm.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand.
Okay.
The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Oh, jeez. That was nearly my butt, bro. If there's one place you don't touch an Alan Wake, it's the butt.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Okay, let's see what's over here first. Okay, definitely not that way because it's going to pitch black. Ooh, another page. What's that? Thank you. Nightingale arrests Wake. Ooh, okay. That doesn't leave many pages left.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hands shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Man, I'm gonna get arrested. Shoot. Man.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Shut up, Alan. I'm on it. Ow. That does not help. Come on. There we go. We're through to the next area.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Hey. Oh, no. 0 batteries to go along with this. Bollocks. I have one option of survival around here, and that's just to frickin' run for it.
Only the free fatty acids are good for your heart.
Hey. I hate you. I truly hate you.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Yeah, well, thanks. I know this information already. And does it help at all? No. So,
Omega 3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
just gotta get to the light, get to the light, get to the light. Wait, this is unfair. I call unfair shenanigans on that. I couldn't get the berries. But, man.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Shoot. Oh, man. Barry, you idiot. Okay. Switching to that. Oh, awesome. Got berries. Got a coffee first. And no clue where the hell I'm going. I've got 4 berries to my name, and I'm gonna use them to effectiveness.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Oh no. Oh, we're nowhere near the farm. We're going past the farm to eventually go back to the farm. Come on. Took a moment for you to obey physics.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
The dark presence at large.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
So I shouldn't be collecting these pages. But even if I don't collect the pages, the story's gonna end up coming true. So I should collect the pages to see what's going to happen, which are possibly from a version of myself trying to help me out of the situation that I'm in. Free flares. Oh, and holy, the bear traps. Hello, Limbo, my dark friend. My old friend, I mean. Get your quoting right, man. Get your quoting right, scientist. Hey, another manuscript. The patients escaped the lodge.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Oh yeah, that's right. Their music, right? Huh. However, I might actually end up being fighting against the patients that I was surrounded by in the first part. Man, would that be a twist. An expected twist. Oh, yeah. Shotgun.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
We're taking a field with darkness. No chest, okay. Oh, I've only got a shotgun. Hell yes. Shotgun and a flashlight. True power is now in my hands. Although, my preference is always gonna be the handgun. Even have to dodge that axe throw, because I dodged it like a boss without even trying. Now, I should just keep going. Flare's a good way of distracting your enemy. Yes. Nice try. You got me. But the bad part was is that I was right.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Oh, jeez. In we go.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
I'm sorry there, buddy. I am taking my time here because there's such good loot in this house. And there's still no handgun.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went
Yes.
to the farm again for the moonshine, you know?
Yeah.
It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him.
Where's Barry?
Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. Where the best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Me. I am sorry that you got attacked like that. Although, you look like you're in perfect shape. Just sit up, buddy. Ooh.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Oh, so we're retroactively seeing things that we've seen already, and that's actually gonna shine more light on the story. So this is just Alan's story, where Alan is the protagonist, and we've turned into a super meta game. Like, just out of nowhere decided, yeah, let's. That doesn't sound right. Sorry.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Like the wildlife you find on farms, you had to be put down. Window or door?
The front door was locked.
Window it is then.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Yeah. F5. Hartman considers modern wake.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Goddamn, Hartman, you lying ass.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Give me a moment, I gotta grab my coffee first. Okay, so apparently this game is really good for collectibles at every single point. And I know I've definitely missed some stuff as well. Let's head up here. Oh, there's two places. Okay, we'll head up here first, and then we'll hit up that house and see what's inside. On second thoughts, let's hit up the house first, considering that the road continues down that way. Well done. Now that's how you park your car, people. I do not condone parking sideways in your car, by the way. That is what idiots do when they don't know how to drive. Oh yes, flashbangs. Those are going to be important when I get to the farm. Which is probably going to have loud music anyway, so... I'm ready for a battle. Team Scientist wants to battle. Let's go. Beep beep. Man, the driving does get a bit awkward sometimes. times. Yeah. Man, I'm taking the long route, aren't I? I feel like a whole chapter of the story is gonna be dedicated to exploring every single side bit, finding every little treasure. But like every part of every chapter is just like an owl decided to go off the beaten path to pick up a hunting rifle and some ammo. And listen to the radio.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right?
I'll be...
This is Pat Maine on KBF FM. Hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
Okay, thanks, Pat Maine, whose last name is literally after Maine. Like is it the state or what? I'm not entirely sure. I don't know America that well. Dude, did you slip a banana peel when you went to attack? Because that's what it looked like what happened. Anyway, let's keep going. Man, it's taking a while for me to get down to the farm. Jeez. I don't know, I should be driving. Using this car very squirrely. Let's just get through here. Okay, across the field. Ironically, the excavator was more useful than harmful to me. But I'm going back to my hand. I'm going to the handgun now. Much more trustworthy. Okay. Man, there's a lot of farm to explore. Oh, I could have gone through the fence and kept the car. Oh well. I got this right here. Let's see what's inside. More flashbangs. And I'm full on revolver ammo, so I should be fine. Stay away from my daughter! Okay. Don't have to shoulder barge me like that. I'm sorry that I broke into your house, but I wasn't there for your daughter. I'm not a pervert. I'm just a guy trying to survive in the apocalypse. Or what you can basically call the apocalypse. Stay away from You have to come inside to kill me. Sorry for breaking into your house again, but I'm just here to survive. And if I have to go to a farm and possibly face a music fight to survive, so be it.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Hell yes. Come on. Music battle, music battle.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them! God damn!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Oh. Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stuffed! Al! Hold on! I'm trying to get station lights on! No!
this is gonna be a hard fight. Because I went for the gun, I just got my butt screwed. That was the best battle I've ever had. Damn.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
I am in appreciation for rock and roll now. Dang, that was heavy metal action. Oh, I'm gonna switch over to this. Much bigger range.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Hey, settle down, Terry. I just saved your ass. Thanks a lot, Barry. You did also save my ass as well. Because this is a ass worth saving. Okay, come on. Oh, why is the cutout still here?
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Oh, great. I'm gonna move this. Which means I've got to get that, I guess. Okay, let's find a way in. Ah. It's almost as if I asked for it. A convenient ladder. Barry, you couldn't find this? Oh, wait. Easy. That joke is easy. There we go.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Ooh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Oh my gosh. Give me a reason to not go crazy on Barry right now and accidentally kill him. Jeez.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Yeah. Wow.
Look at all this stuff! They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Barry Wheeler, the average idiot. I would not be surprised if this episode actually ends up being shorter than I thought it was. Considering that we are already at the farm, we are already in the house, we're already in the barn making our way through here. Possibly to get to the Anderson's house. And then from there, that might just be the end of the episode. The Anderson brothers in the 70s.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
I see what you did with Tor though. 4. And Odin in the Marvel universe being Odin's father. I see what you're doing there, Alan Wake.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
Oh. Nah, I don't need batteries. I don't need your stinking batteries. I've got 20 of them already. What I do need is to read this schedule. The Odd Gods of Asgard. The 1975 Ragnarok Tour. Be awed by celestial wrath and fury. Falcon. April 11th, CLWA. Washington, that's right. April 13th, Bakersfield, California. April 14th, Long Beach, California. April 17th, New York City, New York. Hang on. It's So wait, Long Beach is in California, right? Because you're going from California all the way across to New York City in New York. That's literally across the states. And April 18th, Newark, New Jersey. April 22nd, Detroit, Michigan. April 26th, Jacksonville, Florida. April 27th, Tampa, Florida. April 30th, New Orleans, LA. Los Angeles. Isn't that? That's like, again, that's across country. A lot of them are actually rather long distances to travel for the next show. That doesn't seem like the best plan ever. Although, I've never had a tour, so I can't really say much. Swing my boat. Swing.
Whoa! Good going, Al!
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, mate. I think I shot you in your pee-pee. Damn it, I got stuck on the shield here. It is annoying when you do get stuck on a random object. 2 headshots, nice. Okay, let's go. Was that literally it? Was that like the game's attempt? Oh jeez. How dare you bring the stairs like that? That was like the easiest fight ever.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Barry, how are you not accosted by this stuff? Are you just... You're literally just like the character that's there for the ride. How are you not being well, you have been attacked. But you are remaining unaffected in this whole situation. Stupid electrical wire. The one thing you have to respect the most. Electricity. Awesome. call me Billy the Kid for nothing. Sound a bit like a whatever it's called again from Harry Potter. How the flip did you get in here so fast, Barry? Come on. Distillery.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, Pat.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Yep. Yep, Barry. You totally don't suck right
Be
now.
careful, Al!
Barry, I know what I'm doing. I know there's gonna be a jump scare waiting for me. 6 for 6, bro.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Dude, I nailed this. I just nailed the guy 6 shots out of 6. I'm doing perfectly fine. Jeez. What else is gonna be hidden around here? Oh, we gotta climb up the ladder. Totally safe. Oh man, there's more floors.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Yeah.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder
Okay,
every
I'm
year?
gonna keep going.
People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
Not just me.
Yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually, all of the trouble...
I didn't even click the first one, by the way.
People
You guys look. All I did was literally
That's nice to hear, at least.
just clicked on it.
I want to thank you.
I could see the building. It had to be the Andersons' home, other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of 2 burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Yeah. Flares. Man.
Got to be kidding me.
Oh. I didn't see your invitations. Thanks for the random fact. Okay, there's no one else. Sorry, mate, your legs need a bit of cutting down to size. Made it. There's literally nothing here. Oh, except the ladder that I need to climb. God damn you, Barry. First, let's kick down this door. No, can't kick down that door. My feet are hurting.
Al? Is that you out there,
I
buddy?
had to find a key to get Barry out.
Yeah, it's me. Hang on. I'll try to find a key to get the door open.
I'm guessing... Wait. Let's see if this works.
Hey, what's the holdup? Come on, this place is nasty. You know I got my allergies.
I could just push the door open. At least that's a good test of the game physics and allowing you to
Come
shoot
on,
the
Al,
door.
open the door already.
Like that.
Seriously, I don't like it in here.
Oh, jeez, Barry, shut up. You're the one sidekick of this game.
Hey, let's go, man. I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah! Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Hell yes, we
This
are.
farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Hang on, I just want to check. Oh, I've missed 4 pages, man. That's not what I want. Welcome to Valhalla.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing. Ah!
Oh no, we got a chainsaw in the tree. It looks like we're gonna be doing... Oh gods, know the truth. Let's head inside.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
I'm doing a bit of exploration first.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Okay. I'm just making sure if there's... Excuse me, Barry. You fatso. I can say that though because you literally can't do parkour. You can't do the basic jump across a small gap. And also, I'm just exploring. I'm exploring to see if there's anything that I missed. Actually, if there's anything to find, it would be the correct terminology, wouldn't it? Hey, another coffee thermos. Excuse.
You know, this place looks kind of lifted. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
Yeah, I don't think they keep too close an eye on them at the clinic. They seem to slip away a lot so they can get wasted.
Come on, Al, let's get the
Oh,
lights
God,
on, huh?
the truth.
Kidding. Those guys sound awesome.
We've got a lot of rock guitars around here. It's almost like there used to be rock people living here. The mystery of the missing week.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
A missing week? Oh yeah, that's right. Alan got like knocked out for a whole flipping week or something. And Alice has been kept alive that whole time for no reason whatsoever other than Alan Wake needs to write his story.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be, what's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Yeah.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Play that record music. Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah.
Yeah. We're crazy anyway, so we might as well get crazy drunk.
I'm sorry about this. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I could. Well, I
Alan is
could, 'cause I'm a
hilarious.
writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose.
That's unfiltered lake
I'm gonna
water.
get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
You're gonna be okay. Baby, goddamn, you're gonna be okay. Oh man, we're passed out drunk. Was he supposed to be awake or asleep in that moment? Oh, here's that moment.
Damn it.
Oh no. Please don't let this be a long sequence.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that.
Oh,
It was
I
the
wonder what
truth,
happened
a
to
suppressed
me.
memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark.
Alice?
Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Let's.
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and
Okay,
finding
gotta
the
go
first
down
pages
here.
of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
I'm gonna keep it on the F.
Alice.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Jagger. Was that the lady that gave us the key?
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Son of a bitch. This is interesting.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
So...
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
So this is how
Laugh
this
the
whole...
whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you, right? You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
No. No.
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
But at the start of episode 4, she was fine.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. We'll know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
Destroyed the script.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted.
Yeah.
But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
You can keep yourself safe. And that brought us to this moment here, later in the...
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Episode 4 is
There's an old road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse. And I'm at
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark...
Okay, let's get out of here. Hang on. We got a giant dam to deal with now? We've gone from madhouse to dam, which could possibly be holding back Cauldron Lake. So Cauldron Lake is possibly man-made. but I hope we bring this down like in Transformers with Hoover Dam and cause... Man, actually no, it's not Transformers. What was the movie? San Andreas. Bring it down like an earthquake. Anyways, links to my YouTube page, my Twitter page will be down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when next video comes out. And I will say right now, it's okay to be a little crazy. I know I am, with my many characters stored here. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.